Do you know your words carry great power? Today we're talking about self-acceptance and the power of the I am statement. I got to reconnect with my former TNA Facebook Live co-host to talk about the power of our words and how we can use them to create the kind of life we want. But before we dive into the show, I have one announcement. I want to personally invite you to join me to make 2021 your year. January 4th, I'm kicking off the January Jumpstart course. Click the description box for more information. Join now, space is limited. Now that all my announcements have been made, I invite you to stick around and enjoy the show. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Tea. I'm excited because I'm going to connect with my old partner, Mr. Aaron David Spiegel. We used to do TNA. So I was so honored when he finally said, I will do your show. And I was like, yay! So without further ado, I'd like to bring on Mr. Aaron David Spiegel. How you doing? Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Tanya. You're doing an awesome job what you're doing.
Well,
you're jamming. You are so jamming. Like you're helping people everywhere. You're coaching now, like you're getting more in depth with your videos. I've seen a lot of your stuff. I'll say I'm proud of you. You're doing a great job and I'm excited for you because great things are yet to come.
Thank you. And you know what? And I have to give you credit because this journey would have never started had you not reached out to me early morning and said, let's tape and connect. And I'm thinking to myself, who the hell, first of all, why is he watching me this early in the morning? How are we going to do this? So we connected, and I said, for those who are just new on this journey, I know you probably didn't get a chance to watch the TNAs because they were on live, but we used to do this back in the day for over 50 episodes lives, and it was a weekly thing. So it's I know we're going to talk about self-acceptance, self-love, but I really want to talk about how did you get so comfortable with being behind the camera and just being who you are?
Are you still there? I'm
still here,
break up at all? Okay. I got a phone call. I apologize. I thought I had everything off, but my ringer's off for sure. Anyway, I just got comfortable doing lives because I've been doing, it's like, everybody's an actor. Whether they think they are or not. Wherever you go, you're acting in a certain way as a result of the circumstance, the situation, the people, the environment. So everybody's an actor, but I literally tried to act since I was little. And I love going into comedic scenes and, just playing the part. So I've been recording through video since I was probably 14 with those old VHS videos. I mean, literally, me and my friend, we would make, different friends, we would make Saturday Night Live skit kind of things. So being in front of the camera is not a big thing for me because I've just done it for such a long time. But still, today, I was really excited about this, and I was a little bit nervous, and I'm like, what am I going to wear? What are we going to talk about exactly? So, I still get excitement out of the process for sure. So,
right.
And I know that you're definitely more comfortable in front of the camera these days. I can see.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's a journey to get there. So I'm thinking, I would never, and I have to, applaud you because you're you saw my I was doing a 30-day challenge when we connected initially. Well, no, let me rephrase that. We connected at a seminar because we were at a Dare to Be Rich seminar, and I loved your enthusiasm because you came down. First of all, in Aaron David Spiegel fashion, he shows up, and he comes right on in at the time, and the guy was like, anybody want to come up and get this money? And you walked right up to the stage, and I'm thinking to myself, I got to know this gentleman, and you ended up sitting at the end of the row that we were in, and that's when I reached out to you. I'm thinking, for some reason I was just drawn to you at that moment, and we connected, and it's been a journey ever since. And it's it's amazing how people come in and out of your life for different things. So I want to really say I do appreciate you, because Coffee with Tea probably would, I know for sure, would not exist if it wasn't for the TNA. So I definitely want to say that. And it backs it up to that Dare to Be Rich, because I would have never met you in there. So I do applaud that. So thank you for that. Your friend.
Me too. Me too. I mean, I'm happy. I'm so excited. And then when we got together and we started talking about doing this video, I mean, these are things that also, I call that set yourself up for success. I call it that because, and anybody can know what that is, but it's essentially, you know, put yourself around people, put yourself in situations where you're going to be more successful in what you're trying to do and what you're trying to accomplish. So if you want to start exercising, they say put like your gym shoes, your running shoes by the front door so that you see them. That's setting yourself up for success. Meal prep, just being organized in general, but also finding people who have done or are doing the kinds of things that you want to do, and then making them your friend, or, you know, putting yourself around them, or, you know, just that's setting up for success. So to me, when we got back together on this, it was just something that I had already done prior, and it's coming back around, and vice versa. I mean, you and I both have set ourselves up for success in this little environment, in this scene. So we're going to bounce off of each other probably for the rest of our lives, I would guess, you know, because I'm going to see you as you're doing your different things, and I'm going to be doing my different things, or maybe we'll collaborate some more on some more TNA. That's yet to be discovered. But I know people enjoy that, and your personality is amazing, and your smile is amazing. So I'm excited to see all that you have to accomplish. And not only that, you're so driven. So, you know, I love to see people succeed. I love to see people get whatever it is that they're wanting in life. And that's ultimately, I don't know if you want to jump into this or not, but the self-acceptance thing that, you know, I would like to kind of talk to people about, the ability to, you know, most people cannot accept themselves because they've been beaten up, they've been knocked down, they've been trampled, you know,
Right.
like from the time that they were little. And then, you know, your parents, they suck. They teach you the best they can, but they suck. And you probably suck as a parent too, until you learn certain things and until you start implementing things. So on your journey, whatever that might be, this is just one little piece of it. And from here, we can make decisions, you know, when you're aware of it, when you're actually doing something with yourself, when you're doing something to better yourself, the self-acceptance thing becomes a little easier, because you can forgive yourself for being exposed to the crap that you've been exposed to in your life.
Right.
Because,
right.
you know, you didn't necessarily choose that, you know, if you're
I think I love how you're saying it, because if we were in the room, I would have been looking at you like, did he just use the word suck? But but what I was like think, and I learned, I came in a different way, was like Dr. Maya Angelou's, you know better when you do better when you know better. So we only know but what we know based on where we're at and our level of acceptance. Is that what you're saying, basically?
Well, yeah. I mean, not just acceptance, but I think that that's the most empowering thing that you can have, is self-acceptance, self-realization. That's the most empowering thing that you can have ultimately, because you then can realize, I am doing everything that is. I am experiencing everything that is as a result of the words that I'm saying to myself, the picture images that I'm having in my head. And that is the law. So when you get that, when you say, you know, I am this person by no, at least conscious choice. I didn't choose to be me. So the great thing is you can't screw up being you. Nobody can. So seriously, like, you just be the best you that you can. But when you want to change something, or when you want to get more of something or better at something, there are specific ways to go about doing that. And that is literally to change the words that you're using within your being to experience something differently.
Right.
And that's the simple of it, but it's a practice, and it's something that most people are not even aware of. But
right.
when you start practicing and you become aware, you're aware. Yes. I mean, you've created the things that you're doing right now. I mean, you see these things into existence, you speak them into existence. You know, I'm not trying to get religious, because that's not ever my message to anybody. I'm not about religion or morality, but I am about, if you can start to direct your words internally, out loud, and written toward the things that you want, then you'll experience more of the things that you want.
Right.
And it takes some time. But that's the ultimate. And I teach people that it's, the I am the I am man. So I teach people, to write down your I am and rehearse that and start reading it to yourself, because somebody told you you were a dumbass when you were little. Somebody told you you couldn't ever succeed in some area. Somebody laughed at you when you tried to do something. Somebody, somebody, all these things that we've learned that, so, when somebody laughed at you, you're like, well, I guess I'm no good at that. And you just said, I'm no good at that. Okay, there we go. Acceptance, brain accepted, mind, experience accepted, I'm no good at that.
You're right. And I know, like, so often we speak so carefreely. We haphazardly. We don't think about the words. We just, I'm sick. Okay. I'm tired. Words do carry power, and that's really what part of the I am that you speak on. Correct. So can you expand on how that came about?
The I am, that came about as a result of just, essentially, if somebody's watching this, then they're doing the same thing that I had once done. And that's two. And same thing as you. We went to seminars. We read all these books. I've listened to so much stuff on YouTube. It's ridiculous. Ultimately, it came down to, at one point, it just resonated with me, which was the I am. And anything that you put after I am becomes, if you continue to say it, you believe it, you get that feeling of being that, which is a process. It's a process. So the challenge always becomes, can you get the feeling of being whatever it is that you want already? So if you want something, imagine that you have it, say that you have it, and then try to get that feeling of being. But it's a jump, and it's a jump in the beginning, especially because you're like, I'm rich, and people are like, or your own being is like, you're not rich, you're a poor piece of S, So it's definitely the practice, but your words are the most powerful thing. They are, and people do haphazardly use them because they haven't been taught any different. So what I've said for years to anybody is focus only on what you want. Focus only on what you want. So how do you do that? If you're trying to start out, you write it down. You say, who do you want to be? How do you want to be? You write that stuff down and you read that back, because so many times you've already been spanked and beaten and knocked down. You're in that. You can't get out of that. So you might be inspired, and you might be like, I'm getting rich. I'm getting better every day. But in a half an hour, you're going to go right back to, oh crap, how am I going to pay the bills?
I'm a loser, or I can't do this, or this is too hard, or what was I thinking? It'll slap you back. We say slap yourself back into reality. What were you thinking? And you're like,
well, and it's true. So the only way to combat that I've found is to write it down and put it somewhere where you can see it. So Post-it notes, wherever you can see them. Whiteboards are good. But also just having a notebook and reviewing that. But I say every day. But if you can just put, I'm becoming more aware of my thoughts every day, and put that on your bathroom mirror, where, you know, hopefully you brush your teeth every day. Hopefully you have running water. I mean, I don't know. So, well, it's true though. I don't know who I'm talking to here. So, you know, I could be like, put it on your bathroom mirror. And they're like, I live in a dirt hut. But still, etch it into the ground in the dirt with a stick. I'm getting, I'm becoming more aware of my thoughts every day. I am getting more affluent. I'm becoming richer every day. I'm becoming better with money. I'm becoming whatever it might be that you want to be more of. You write that stuff down and you review it. Because if you don't review it, you're going to go right back to your old habits. So if you're watching and you're inspired, write something down now that you're becoming better at or more of. And of course, I love helping people. I don't charge to help people. I don't know if I told you this ever, but I think I may have. But I came up with the concept of, at least where I am now, because I can. So I'll pick one or two people. I'm working with a girl right now who has written her I am statement and literally has transformed so much stuff in her life already. And she was already on that journey. She was, if you know Abraham, right? You know
Abraham Hicks, or are you talking about?
Yeah, Abraham Hicks. So if you know, she was already on that journey. She was there at that point, but just emphasizing or turning her attention to the words that she's using, which is really what we have to do every day. It says, put off the old man and put on a new man, the old words and put on new words. So whatever you want today, or actually tomorrow, speak it into existence. You're speaking it into existence. And I don't care what religion you are. I don't care what you believe as far as anything goes. I know that it works for everybody. And it's the little known secret that people don't know. So you have to practice it for yourself and prove it to yourself before you ever know. You can't know what I'm saying until you've done it for yourself. So I'm testifying. I'm not speaking on theory. I'm speaking from experience. And this conversation is a result of that. So what is it that you want in your life? What is it that you would like to be? How would you like to see yourself? And start seeing yourself like that now. What would it be like if you were already the person that you would like to be? That's the most important question.
I love it. Like I said, we are just, it's amazing how fast time goes by. And I know you're just on the tip of your cusp there. And so before we run out of time, where can people find more information about you, your services, and the I Am? And if they want to find out how to write the I Am, how can they reach you?
They can reach me on Facebook. That's probably the best. Aaron David Spiegel, or Game of Life Training, which is my shirt, Game of Life Training. And it's essentially the stuff that they don't teach you in school. I have a book on Amazon, which is called The Book of Mantras, and you can find that by my name, Aaron David Spiegel. There's a YouTube channel, which has got probably not as much about this kind of information, but it's got information on it that, you know, for physical, essentially, mostly physical and exercise and different things. But just, I mean, you can call me. My number, 513-604-5621. Text me. Seriously, I don't care. If you're inspired and you could use the help, I don't charge anything. I do accept contributions. So if you're inspired to give a contribution, but I'll work with you for, you know, a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. As long as you're wanting, I'll keep feeding you. And then, you know, if you never pay me a thing, I don't care. I got the excitement of being able to help you through that, or to watch where you go from there. You know, I love to watch people where they go from there. And then stories come, you know, years later times, you know, or sometimes in the next month, I'll get something. So I get excited by that kind of stuff. That's what really drives me and fulfills me. I like to watch people succeed. But I am not your moral guide. Obviously, so, right? I am not. I'm not here to judge anybody.
We say sometimes you need that we always say iron sharpens iron. So sometimes you need that the opposite thinking or a different kind of thinking to get you to where you need, because it gets you out of your comfort zone, first of all. So I'm not here to knock anybody, and however you find ways to get inspired. That's not what I'm here for. I provide the platform. That's basically what I'm here to provide, the platform. So again, I want to thank you for your time, and I would love to have you come back on as a guest and continue our conversation if you'd like to.
I would love it, for sure. Of course.
All right.
Yeah.
And I also want to remind everybody who checked in, for those who are familiar, feedback is always welcome. Email us if you have any guest and show ideas. Links to all the Aaron messages and sites and stuff that Aaron mentioned will be posted in the comments. So please check those out down there. Thank you for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up. Let us know. Put a comment in there. Follow us somewhere. Send a comment, ask a question. I can follow up with Aaron on those next questions. And if you're enjoying the insight that people are sharing and you're getting some wisdom and some nuggets out there, please consider hitting that subscribe button. And also, before I leave it out, take things in stride, go with the flow, and create your own path. And we'll see you back here on another episode of Coffee with Tea.
Thank you, Tanya.
Share with us. What was one of your takeaways from today's show? Post your answers on our Facebook page.
Hi everyone, this is Tanya again, popping in to say thank you for listening to today's show. Coffee with Tea interviews are always free, and if you're enjoying the wisdom and insights that are being shared, please stay and grow with us and show your financial support. You can buy us coffee or become a monthly supporter. Links are posted in the description box. And again, I wanted to personally say thank you for tuning in.